Hey everyone, this is Steve Weintraub with Collider, and I'm here at our studio at New York Comic Con with two people you probably recognize as we cut to Daredevil. How you guys doing?
Good, thanks. Good. Thanks for having us.
We're upstairs and we're overlooking the con, and everyone down there is like not looking up, except when you were looking at some people and they were waving.
Well, I just saw a Daredevil down there.
Right.
I just saw a Daredevil and waved to him and he waved back. It was pretty cool.
I can't imagine what it's like for the person who's actually cosplaying as Daredevil to look up and see you. That has to be like year made.
Yeah.
You
Do you know what? Once on Halloween, like 2014 or 15 on Halloween, in the morning, I got on the subway to go to the gym. I wasn't really thinking, and I walked onto the subway and I sat down opposite a Matt Murdock with the glasses, and I was like, "Oh, cool." But for him, it must have been like he was cosplaying for one day of that year as Matt Murdock, and he got on the train and sat down opposite me. Yeah, and he was just blown away by it. It was so funny.
Did he freak?
Yeah, totally. I mean, he couldn't believe. I mean, like the chances of that are pretty slim. You got to think.
Yeah, it's probably negative chances.
Also, who's already in costume at 9 a.m.? Do you know what I mean?
Someone going to work and going full force. You know, so for both of you, you guys have done a bunch of cons. What is it actually like for the two of you? Do you get to enjoy like walking the floor at all, or you can't unless you're wearing a mask?
No, I can. Yeah, I can. We'll go around. I mean, we don't.
Little close.
Can't do it a lot, and you can't stand still for a long time because then it's just like a crowd would gather. But I always walk. I mean, if I have a chance, I walk around. But as long as you keep moving and you don't have an entourage, you're fine. Yeah, I am anyway.
I was with Guillermo del Toro walking around at San Diego Comic-Con, and he said that the secret is I can't stop.
Yeah, that's
once I stop, it's game over.
Yeah. That's always the thing. Yeah.
You know. So listen, I know you got. What are you actually showing at the con? Are you showing a clip?
We have already.
I apologize for not knowing. What did you do at the panel?
We showed a trailer.
We were surprised the panel. We were surprise guests.
Right. So no one. So they just knew Marvel panel.
No, it was a Daredevil panel, not Daredevil Born Again panel. Books. Like a Daredevil panel. So Charles Soule was there, Frank Miller was there. It was Sana, who's the producer on our show and created Miss Marvel. She was there, and they were talking about a couple of comic book releases they have coming up. And then at the end, we came on and surprised them, talked a little bit about the show, and then showed the trailer. Yeah, and released the date.
Oh, so when does it?
March 4th.
March 4th.
Yeah, it's too far away. Yeah. F you guys. I wanted like December 1st. Can we change that?
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll talk to them later.
Right, okay.
They normally consult us about that. So.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
We can maybe get it released tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. Well, first of all, I'm happy that the promotional machine has actually begun, because I really can't wait to watch the episodes, like sincerely. What is it like for the two of you? Because we're literally like in Hell's Kitchen. Like Hell's Kitchen is right there. You know what I mean? And this is like the home of Daredevil. Is it a little bit cool to be doing press where the character, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, New York is such a big part of our show. Yeah.
As is the Jarvis Center. Like, you know.
I mean,
I had a run-in with Bullseye in this place. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a Fisk.
Where?
Wait.
Over there. And you missed him. He was over there. You missed him.
Oh, that would have been cool.
He was a small Fisk. Small. He was a little short on the short side, but
I know it can't happen, but I would like love to walk around with the two of you just on the floor following with a camera to see fan interactions, because it would be amazing.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I know that. But I was pitching it, just being like,
joking.
would they say yes?
One of the years there was, when we finished the panel, there was a huge thunderstorm and we couldn't leave. Right. There was a problem with the cars, we couldn't leave. And so I had a friend go and grab a Spider-Man mask. And I went out on the floor with my mate. And every time we found a Daredevil, we had this little ruse where we're like, oh, cool, can we take a photo with you? And then we pretended that my phone didn't work. And so we're like, can we use your phone? And they would be like, sure, which was weird for them because they didn't ask for the photo, you know? And then right as he took the photo, I would take the mask off and then hand them their phone back and then just go, just like in the crowd.
Nice.
And we found a bunch of them on social media afterwards, which was pretty cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Everything about that is A+.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know, okay, so with the upcoming episodes that I can't wait to see, and everyone who's watching this can't wait to see, what are you allowed to tease? What do you want fans to know?
That it's, you know, we're continuing the darkness of the first series on Netflix. It is going to be that dark and that intense. And we worked our butts off to make it that way. So it's we're excited about it because of that. I mean, it's as far as I'm concerned, the biggest question that I get asked the most is it going to be dark like the original series? And the answer to that is like a definite yes. You know, like it is dark. It is crazy. We do some things that are definitely a first for Disney Plus.
Right.
Again, A+. I like your answers today. You
Yeah.
really, you're delivering what I would like.
Yeah. I got it also. I don't know, in the episodes I saw, I got an F-bomb in there.
Yeah.
For the first time ever.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Is it episode 1?
It is not.
Okay.
But it was like shocking to me when I remember I must have, it's almost like under my breath, but you can hear it. I was like, oh, wow, great. Good to know for season 2.
It's so funny that the F word is a problem, but yet some of the stuff, one of the things that I do seems to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it made it in the show.
Are you talking about like extreme violence?
What are you saying about my character?
I'm saying that your
I'm
character.
kidding. No, it's yeah.
I am
Unnecessarily evil. Yes.
It was an unnecessarily evil thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? This is something like you can't say this, but I can. The MPAA is so full of shit, and like you can't acknowledge this, but let me just say that like they allow such insane violence for a PG-13. But if you say fuck twice, oh my god, rated R.
I remember in season 2 we had an issue where we weren't allowed to kill a dog. We're like,
well, no one should be. I mean,
no, you shouldn't. But we
in any show, like,
sure.
But
like we can kill people.
Oh, but
we
that's what
can't.
I mean.
Don't you dare kill the dog.
Yeah, I was messing around a little bit, but yeah, like I just think that the line that the MPAA has and the structure that they've set up is just, I don't want to keep cursing, but they are morons.
Well, it's always been a bit of a question mark as how they do.
Yeah, things. I'm saying it, morons.
But that's a big word though.
Morons or
morons is a big word to explain them with.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'll move off it so you guys don't get in any trouble. But like, it just really bothers me because of the extreme violence of PG-13 in some films is like, that's an R. You're killing so many people. That's an R. I don't care about the language, and I don't think most people do.
It's really difficult though. I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, and there are things that my 4-year-old will watch that my 8-year-old won't. You know what I mean? And so it's everyone's different. You know what I mean? It's different. It's a tough job that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, again, personal my thing. But one of the things that I love about Daredevil is you guys have done some incredible oneers. And you teased when I spoke to you guys in Boston at Fan Expo. You teased it a little bit, but I'm going to ask you to tease it again. Like for people who didn't see that panel or interview, what can you tease about the oneers in the new episodes, if any?
There is one. There is at least one. There's a significant one. And it's pretty cool. You know, it's pretty cool. Yeah. It's
for people that don't realize, can you explain? I mean, can you explain what a oneer is if you don't mind?
So there's
and also what it takes. Like,
well, there's
there's
different types of oneers.
Sure.
Okay. So we've done 3 oneers that are memorable, you would say. The one in episode 2 of season 1, which is a true oneer. So we shot it until we got it perfect, and that there are no cuts in that. One shot. Camera moves around, films everything, and if anything doesn't work, we do it again. It takes a lot of preparation, but you have to dedicate at least a day or 2 days.
A lot of off-camera theatrics.
Yeah. Something called Texas switching, where without cutting the camera, me and my stunt double, or Vincent and his stunt double, are switching places so that my stunt double is doing the things that I can't do, and I'm back into the stuff that I can do, and when the camera's on my face and stuff, but you don't notice it. We did a similar one in season 3, episode 4, season 3, in the prison. There's literally a moment where I'm kicking someone on the floor, my foot is in camera, someone yanks me out from behind, and the next foot that comes in was Chris, my stunt double's foot. You know, it's really fun. It's a lot of the technicality of it is awesome. Anyway, so we also did a oneer in season 2, which is not a true oneer. So it plays like a oneer. It looks like the camera continues to move, but every now and again the camera will swipe something that is completely black,
Yeah.
like a jacket or a wall or something. And when that happens, you can stitch together the different takes. So it plays like a runner, but sometimes if you get a little bit more freedom, you can do slightly cool stuff. And so we have a very long, very cool stitched runner in the new season. I'm not going to say which episode.
I was just gonna say what episode is it. So one of the things is people love watching the two of you interact on screen. What can you tease about like some of your interactions in the new season? And can you tease if you guys might be getting to fisticuffs?
Well, you know, we historically we don't have many scenes together. And I think
Which is one of the reasons why when the two of you are together.
it's exactly
that.
and it's also because of that, because you know I feel like with these characters, you have to always feel like were they to cross paths, they would fight to the death. They would destroy. It would be hugely explosive. So you have to. In the writing of a show and the construction of it, you have to limit the amount of time they can be together, or you have to give them real reason for them not to be together. There has to be those kind of obstacles. One of the things that we kind of like Tease talk about a little bit at the beginning of the show is that maybe there's a sense that both Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk have recognized that in their obsession to rid the city of the other, they have potentially caused the city more and society more harm than they've done good. And there is early on in the season, there is a sense of a kind of a quote unquote, a loose truce. Like you stay out of my lane, I'll stay out of yours, you know, and we'll be good. That doesn't necessarily go particularly well. But a lot of the season, there is this feeling, this question of like, what is the other doing, and is it enough for me to get involved, kind of thing.
And we do spend time in the same room together.
Yeah,
at times in the show.
I think I have to wrap, but again, how many episodes is this season?
9.
And which one are you most looking forward of the 9? I'm asking for a specific. Which one are you most looking forward to fans seeing of 1 through 9?
That's a question we haven't been asked yet.
wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that good of a question,
Not
but
for this season. It is a good question, but we just haven't been asked it for this season yet. So
Not because it's my favorite, and it's actually not my favorite, but because it's so bold in what it attempts to do. I think I would say 8. Do you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, of course. Yeah. That's it.
are you agreeing with 8?
I would say 8 is good. I think 6 is really good.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing.
I know.
We can give you numbers, but we can't.
I know
give you
it's like
anything else.
one of the reasons why this interview was not about too much specifics is because I know you guys don't want to spoil it for the fans, and as a fan, I don't want it spoiled.
Yeah.
I want to watch it unfold and have just be fucking surprised. Sorry for the language.
No,
You
for
know?
sure.
Anyway, listen, I really thank you guys so much for coming in, and I really hope you get.
Thanks for having us.
I hope you get to walk the floor at least a little. If you can.
I'm going to for sure.
Yeah, with the Spider-Man mask. On that note, look for more interviews from the Collider New York Comic Con studio soon. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.